This time on Custom Works, I'm in Andy Saunders' car. Let's get to the workshop or the whatever. This time on Custom Works, we're going to be looking at Andy Saunders' new build that was unveiled at the NEC last week. Absolutely amazing. He brought a couple of other cars along and it was awesome. Also, going to be making some massive dagmars from the back of the 60s truck that are going to be absolutely awesome. Something I've not done before. In a way, I've not done before, but we're going to see that as well. So, let's get to the workshop. No, let's get to the show. And then to the workshop. So then, introducing my hero of all time is Andy Saunders with his new car.
This is a Riley RM 1950, as per that there. That was what I started with. And on top is a special build sort of dedicated to Paul Bacon in the way of it's a load of old bits and pieces covered in filler. Inspired by the Deco cars of the 30s, two main French coach builders, the gods of French coach building, being Fagoni and Falaschi, which the front is in awe to them, but the side view, the shape of the skirts and the chrome trims is kind of more of a dedication to Jacques Sauchik, which is a very hard name to pronounce, but I managed it. And there it is. It was 3.5 years' work. 6,500 hours, and it got finished at about 5:30 on Wednesday, rolled into a truck and rolled out here on Thursday morning, and it does seem to have stormed it. I've had so much interest, and
through the whole day we've been here, you know, we've walked around the show and you know, there's no one car with a huge crowd. There's a million people, but this stops the crowd milling and makes the crowd look. And it's nice. It's the Classic Car show at the NEC. Yeah. What's the best car here? It's a custom.
That's really funny. The grill is handmade, but it's in the style of a pre-war Delahaye, the early Delahaye. The headlights are original 8-inch Marshalls, which is what it would have had back in the day. The mascot is 49 Ford, optional extra geometric overload. A friend of mine by the name of John Knight in Hudson, New York, he located that for me. I sent him an email. I said, I want an Art Deco mascot, John, if you can find one, but better than that, I want something with geometric overload. And he was at an old car show and he sent me a picture and he said, what about this? I was just like,
just perfect.
I can't imagine anything more geometric. I've never seen, it's almost Egyptian.
It really is.
Geometric. The perspex was replaced with something, I made it more Mohican-like because it wasn't quite as tall as that, and it's in lavender coloured perspex.
Oh yeah.
At the other end of the on the scuttle there, we made the split screen, and to tie in with the front, we made a little bit of brass trim that matches or echoes that.
Oh yeah.
And then again the lavender. After we built Tetanus and then Metropolis, every split screen had a really strange split screen nose, and I wanted to keep that, but because it was a roadster, I wanted to keep it far more subtle. And that can almost be invisible.
And you need something to cut the air.
Yeah.
I've noticed with this as well, looking at the car, there's a lot of great chrome trim going on it. And a couple of times, the chrome trim on the boot and that, I've wondered what's acrylic and what's chrome.
Right.
This almost seems like it's chrome until you get closer and you think, no, it's clear.
Yeah.
I'm not
right.
reflecting.
That's right. And it isn't clear. It is clear perspex, but it's lilac.
Yeah.
Yesterday, someone asked the question: was that the paint reflecting through it? But it's not. It's a very, very light lilac tint, and I love it.
So, Andy, could you show us the roof working? Because I hear the roof's got humble beginnings, innit? See, what I'm thinking of is getting real inspiration off you and just ripping this whole thing off for the Mercedes project because it works so good. So, inspire me. Window, what? How have you done that?
That was shop bought.
No
That
way.
came from a lowrider gangster place in California. I can't remember the name. It's either Cool Flow or Gangster Flow or something like that. And he makes them in varying sizes for like the 59 Impalas that are lowrided.
Right.
When they're a convertible, they're bigger ones, but in the size of the roof, it still looks small.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever seen an opening rear window.
It's fantastic.
Just stunning.
So you're okay about revealing where the hood's come from?
Yeah, the hood frame and the tonneau cover and the hood mechanism and all its fixing points is from Ford Street KA. You can't really see it on these pictures, but there you can just see, this is a Fagoni car, you can just see that cut line.
Oh my God, yeah, just round there, yeah.
And this one, it comes down into the back panel a little bit, which you can't see in that picture. I think if this car was sat next to it, that tonneau cover is so near to the Sauchick one that they would probably almost fit each other's shape. I had these made, right, because I inspired so much by Delahaye. I had the Delahaye badge made, but if you look really, really closely at that spear, which isn't on a real Delahaye badge, you'll see my name on the end of it.
No! Okay then, so we've looked around the car and it's shown us all the quirks and features thereof. Well, some of them. We could be here forever looking at this car. Are you not, this is just over there as well. It's all mind-blowing. But the show's kicking out now. There's a lot of noisy cars. So,
yeah,
it's very noisy.
I think they're all MOT failures because it's also blowing.
Andy, you are my custom hero forever. Thank you very
Cheers,
much.
Paul.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Right then, back to the 60s truck. I like it. It looks good. Very golden Sahara. But I've got this. And I've got this join, because of course all of this opens. And I've been thinking, what could I use to get rid of that join? And I'm thinking, what would look good here is some bullets. And the bullet would overlap this. When it's all painted in the gold chrome, you won't see any of it. It would just look like a bumper. So I want a bullet on there. Now, Hot Rod legend Lee Cox got this bullet off of a firework. And it is just about the most perfect thing, but it's way too small. So we need a bullet in these sort of proportions, but probably this long and sort of like probably a 4 or 5 inch diameter on the back coming out. So I've got to make one of them. I'm thinking the lathe is the place. Let's get to it. So that's what we want. And this is how I'm planning on making it. Now, last night what I did is I got loads of this 4-inch thick polystyrene there, glued it all together with foam, Insta-Stick actually, the dry lining foam, and I've put this steel bar all the way through the whole thing. chili sauce. No, we're not doing the food thing at the minute. Right, so I need to make that into this. So I'm thinking this in the lathe and then just sculpt it into a big bullet from the back. I've not done this before. I've no idea how it's going to go. But let's put this in the lathe, spin it at a ridiculous speed and then ram sharp stuff into it. If nothing else, it's going to pass the afternoon, isn't it? Let's get to it. That's good and tight. It catches a bit. I just think that's okay. It's been I've now got it so it will spin freely. So turn this on. And we drop the lathe into gear, and hopefully seems to be doing its own thing there, and it's definitely getting round it because it's touching on the lathe. And now what I'm going to do, unadvisedly, is go in with a sharp object, ram it in there, and try and make that bullet. Let's do it. I've got to say, it totally works. I reckon maybe with a wide, I need a wider chisel, I think, because it's digging in a bit. But I think I can easily make that into a bullet. I wasn't thinking this was going to take it off quite as quick, so I'm going to try the sander with a 40 grit DA disc in it. See if that might get me a smoother finish. Let's try that. Literally, genuinely, I want a kebab now. What is wrong with my mind that this makes me want a kebab? Anyway, I turn it on, 40 grit, DA, see how this works. It needs to be more stable. Now, I think if I put this in the other end, so I've got pivot from both ends, it'll make it a lot better. So I'm going to try and do that. Not quite right. The tube's slapping on this, so I'm going to wrap this up in some tape. Tape. Oh my lord. And then this should make it all a lot better. Let's try that. Like that is feeling like a lot better. And I've got to say to any machinists out there or people who use a lathe, particularly my good friend Dave Lathe, who sold me this lathe and regularly helps out here. I'm so sorry for what I'm doing with your beautiful lathe. I genuinely am. Please accept my apologies. But needs must. So you know what? I need some big pointed dagmars, and this is my only way. So just to anyone who respects the invention of the lathe, my apologies. Right, let's get to it. This is going to be brilliant. This is going to be what people use lathes for in the future. really are getting quite a bit of shape there, but this is just to, you know, it's just following the shape. So I'm going to get a block and try and get that shape better with the block. Block. We can see here, we are definitely getting that shape, and a lot of this now probably is about a shape I want. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take these high ridges off, and then we'll get it out of the lathe and have a good look at it. That's gone pretty good. We'll take it out now, get it on the bench, and let's see if we can make it a little bit more pointed at the top. And start to really dial in that shape. Right, let's offer this up to the car just to make sure we're somewhere on the right track. So I'm offering this up to if we're on the right track, and don't forget, we'll probably go a bit back. So I'll profile the bottom of this to actually fit the bumper, but to me, well, that's looking pretty awesome. Let's make this in something a little bit more solid. I think first I've got to get this like tip to be pointed, and then we'll somehow cover this. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover it, I'm going to fill it, and then I'm going to paint it and get it really shiny and nice, and then we'll take a mould off of this. I'm starting to get quite a collection of bullet moulds just for this sort of thing. It's always nice to have because you use it this time, you'll probably use it again. So lock that off, let's make the peak, and then let's make it a bit more solid. Okay, so now I'm going to cover this in some masking tape, because what I want to do, I want to put filler on this, but if I put filler next to the polystyrene, or styrofoam for anyone in the US of A, it will melt it. I'm sure we've all had a wee on some snow. So I'm going to cover it in this tape. What I'm using here is I'm going to use U-Pole Easy 1. It's a little bit stiffer than Fantastic. Holds its shape better when you're doing stuff like this. The bullet, Dagmar, whatever, is looking pretty good. I've cut this piece of steel down because it was sticking out a bit too much, and hopefully this will hold now. I said I've never done this before. I've done them in wood before, but because this was so big, I thought, I wonder if I can just do it in that, and it does. Well, it's going all right at the minute, you know. Hopefully it'll be great at the end. But I'm going to drop this in the lathe now, and then I'm going to spin it and sand it, and hopefully I'll be able to get this into the perfect bullet shape, and it will be just like this bullet, where it like curves down, doesn't it? It's not like it's not just like a pyramid or a cone. It's a lazier shape for the old Dagmar. So I'll be trying to get that in there and sanding. So let's give that a go. Right, let's spin it and see. totally working, and we are really moving forward, you know, towards that lovely shape. I'm probably going to use the block for the next bit, but this is probably going to take me about half an hour, so I'll see you in half an hour. Right then, so, whoa, smooth and nice. Now, I'm going to take a mould off it. So, normally, I would high build prime this, and then I'd paint it, and then, you know, I'd grease up the paint, take the mould off there. But how it's turned out, it is so smooth. Like, I went with the Holy Trinity. The 40 grit, the 120 grit, the 320 grit, the trilogy of sandpaper. That got me pretty smooth. But now I've gone over it with some 1000 grit, so it's so smooth. I reckon I'll be able to get a shine on it just with some cutting compound. And for this I'm going to use, always makes me laugh. We all know 3M Green Top is the best. It's the best. It's the best thingy. But Maguire's seem to think that this is the ultimate compound. Not just compound, the ultimate. It's a big thing. It's not. The ultimate in Halfords. Right then, so what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to rub this as it spins, and it should come out nice and shiny, and then that's it. All we'll have to do is wax it, and then we can take a mould off it. So, bit of, and don't be forgetting the gravity of this. It's not just compound, it's the ultimate compound, all right? Right then, so, on we go, on the rag I think. Disperse the compound over the dagmar. And there we go. Now, as we can see, all round is super smooth. It's even got a bit of shine to it. Most of the moulding and that, I don't actually do. Kirst does it. So, Kirst, have a feel. Do you think that is that good enough to take a mould off?
Ooh, baby.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Boom! So you reckon that's good enough?
Aye.
Then that's it. The bullet's made. We take a mould off them, make 2 of them. When we've got them in fiberglass, and they're nice and sort of hollow, I should chop them onto that bumper, and it's going to look ace. But that
Ace.
ace.
It's not the 80s.
I know what am I on about. You know, ace. What's up? And other old phrases. That looks pretty good. Let's make a mould. So here it is, all finished. Got some good coats of fiberglass over there, and what we'll do is cut around this, take it apart, get all of that out, and then we'll be able to tape it back together and make a couple of those. And you'll probably see them next week because the 60s truck just can't wait to get them attached to that back bumper. So that's about all we've got time for. Don't forget, click, like, subscribe, all of those other things, and share. We are now, at the last time I looked, 5 off 3,000 subscribers. We must be able to get 5 more people. 3,000 subscribers for Christmas sounds pretty good. Anyway, it's the end of the episode, but as like a little bonus, we've got some other bits from the show, things that I just thought were absolutely great. So, enjoy, I thank you very much, and good night. Right, so we're in the back of this amazing car. Maxim Xavier painted this car and it is unbelievable.
So this is the naughty nun. So she's looking up at Sundance's Never region saying, oh Lord,
please can I see some action, because she's getting all of it and I'm getting none, and I've been a nun for too long. So can you do something, please? So if you come round here. Anyway, so this is the naughty nun who's come to life. So her wish has come through. So she's got her headdress on as the nun, and she's got the blue cloak of the nun, but she's been doing something in the boot and her cloak has got caught in the boot and it's pulled off. So she's stolen the sombrero and the top from the sun dancer. So that is the naughty nun getting her own way and getting her wish. So here it says, make a wish. So if you rub that like that and make a wish, it'll probably come true.
Hi guys, my name's Dave Taylor from Manchester. We're here at the NEC Birmingham. And this is my creation, the Iron Giant. It's all been made, all designed and fabricated with the Extreme Plasma CNC table. And I've also got Wally. Wally's taken me 5 weeks from start to finish to build. It's got 300 man hours in it. And again, it's all been drawn, designed and put on the Extreme table.